Today, we are going to talk about 10 things that I wish I knew sooner. So come close, listen carefully, grab a journal, grab some tea, and let's talk about it. 10 things that I wish I knew sooner. The first thing I want to talk about of something I wish I knew sooner was to get an understanding and identify what makes me upset, what stresses me out, what frustrates me, and remove it from my life. But I can't remove something that I don't know is there. So I need to be able to identify what the root of the cause is. So if I'm mad about something, why is that making me mad? Why is that frustrating me so much? Why do I feel this type of way? Being able to gain that emotional intelligence can really help you navigate through life without blowing up or getting dramatic or going crazy about every little thing that happens in life. Because I promise you, life is going to hit you. And it's not going to be pretty always. But if you can identify, okay, maybe this thing might bring up this thing, so maybe I'll stay away from that. Or, oh no, this makes me happy. Let me go join in and go get involved in this. So being able to differentiate the good things that bring my spirits up, lift me up, encourage me, motivate me, drive me, and push me to be better, rather than the things that tear me down, weigh me down, bring me down, and make me feel like, oh my gosh, I don't even know why I'm here. Emotional intelligence, it's a beautiful thing. You want a partner who has emotional intelligence, but do you have emotional intelligence? It's not fair to that person. It's not fair to yourself to walk around mad all day. But whose fault is that? You have to learn and identify these things. Another thing we're going to talk about today is saving. Something else I wish I knew was to save my money. I was talking money with my mom maybe like 13 months ago, so a little over a year ago. And she told me, because I've been working since I turned 15, and she told me, she was like, you probably made about $50,000 from the moment you started working to when you graduated college. And I'm like, where is this $50,000? I don't see it. It's not in my bank account, but I was spending it on reckless things. I was spending it on things that have no value to my life, that don't mean anything to me. I've been learning about becoming a minimalist, and it's really hard to detach from things that I just made so valuable, but they really don't mean anything. Let me see if I have an example. Let me see. I've done a lot of cleaning, so I don't really have a lot of things that don't really have value to me. Just in a room, let me just get a quick scan. No, I threw it all away. Well, maybe a piggy bank that I have. No one really uses coins anymore, but I just loved a piggy bank because it was a big pig and it was soft and it was pink. Pointless. But really only spending money on the things that you need right now, saving money so that when you really need things like, I don't know, or you want to buy a car, or you want to buy a house, or you want to move into an apartment, or you need a new computer for work, you actually have money to do that. Now for me, I mostly spend my money on food, but even then, I'm learning to save money from eating out and use money to go to the grocery store and cook my own food. Not only is it healthier, but I'm saving money. And if I'm spending the same amount of money, it's still a healthier option rather than eating out. I'm so tired of eating out. Like, oh my gosh, everything is the same. I get chicken tenders everywhere and anywhere I go. That's all I get. So done doing that, trying to switch it up, trying to expand my cooking repertoire and cooking skills in general. I want a family one day and I need to know how to cook for them. I also need to know how to survive on my own. If I move out anytime soon and I don't know how to cook, I probably won't be, I would probably just spend more money on food, which will be an extra bill that is not necessary. Another thing I wish I knew sooner was to take risks on myself. Right now, I currently have a business. You can probably see it right here in the back. GDAT, my brand is GDAT, which is Growth Development, Athletics, and Training. I am a personal trainer and I am a volleyball skills coach. And I am in the process of taking a chance on me while I'm still a little bit on the younger side. I don't really have many responsibilities, so I'm able to take those money risks. I'm able to just, take a chance on myself. I'm able to post videos on YouTube trying to get monetized on YouTube. I'm able to learn new skills to try to get another source of income, which is like my trading avenue. Okay, but if I don't take these risks, if I don't invest in myself, I'm just going to be working a 9 to 5 my entire life, possibly living paycheck to paycheck my entire life. And I know for a fact that is something I do not want to do. So I have to be willing to put in the work, take the risks, and, just level up on my own outside of just my 9 to 5 job in order to set myself up for success later in my life. Another thing, so leading right into the next thing, something that I wish I knew sooner, was to stop consuming and create. If you've been following me for a little bit, you know that I'm starting to post more. I'm starting to get more active on social media. I did take a break off of social media for about 2 years. But I tell my boyfriend all the time, like, God has been trying to get me on YouTube for, 4 years now? No, maybe like 3 or 4 years now. I failed a class in college because part of the assignment was to make a YouTube video and post it on YouTube privately, but post it on YouTube and then send the private link to my teacher of me speaking about my assignment, right? And so this was about my junior year, I think it was, in college. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't like being in front of a camera. I love to talk, guys, but I don't like being in front of a camera. Right. So I turned in the assignment half done. I turned in the written portion of the assignment, but I never made the videos and I never submitted the YouTube link to my professor. This resulted in me failing that class and then having to take it over again. So the next semester I had to take it again. What do you think happened? I had to post a video on YouTube, send in a link of me talking about my assignment. And this time I did it. I sucked it up. I did it. My room was a little bit different, rearranged. And I sat here, I was looking at myself and I was using my phone and I recorded it, made the private link, and then I sent it in. I got an A in that class. Why did I say no to God and then wait a whole nother year just to do something that I'm doing now in 2025? If I would just trust God in his yes and give him my yes, then he'll put me in the places that I need to be in order to succeed. But I have to surrender. So I'm working on that. I'm working on surrendering. Here we are today in front of a camera talking, not for an assignment, not for a grade, but for my future self and to share value and knowledge with you guys, but also sharing my faith through my videos. So what do I mean by stop consuming? Scrolling. Instagram, scrolling. I'm spending hours and hours and hours on TikTok, scrolling. Oh my gosh, wow, that person is famous. Scrolling. Spending hours and hours scrolling on my phone instead of picking up my camera, living my life, and posting so that others can see it, so I can get people scrolling for me, And just, again, dropping that knowledge and that value. If you decide you want to be a consumer the rest of your life, you'll never be that person that you want to be. If you walk into any city and you see someone's name on a board, I promise you they were not waiting, or a name on a building. They were not waiting for someone else to make it for them. They weren't scrolling. Oh, wow, that looks nice. Let me try and do that myself. Maybe not. I just like when they do it. They're not thinking that. They're thinking, okay, put this down, pick this up, have an idea, think, write it down, make it happen, okay? So if you're being held back from something and you're starting to think like, oh no, I really want to do this, I challenge you to put your phone down. Or better yet, go to your phone right now and see how much watch hours you have on your phone on social media. And then put your phone down, take like 10 minutes to sit down in front of a clean sheet of paper, write down what God puts on your heart and in your mind, and write out steps in order to achieve those goals. And you know what you become? You stop being a consumer and you become a creator. So create as many things as you can. The school systems have tried to put us in a box and take away our imagination and our creativity. Well, you're out of school now. You have that freedom to think. You know how to dream. You have dreams. Write them down and go after them. Next thing we're going to talk about, something I wish I knew sooner, was to say no. It's okay to say no. If you are tired and your friends ask you out and you are tired, you can let them know, hey guys, I'm not going to be able to make it today. Simple as that. It seems hard. Trust me, I struggle with it myself because I'm always ready to give. I'm always ready to help. But at the end of the day, I can't help anyone if my tank is empty. I can't give anyone any feedback, any positivity, any energy, any help if I am completely drained and completely exhausted. And I also have to learn things myself. I can't share this information with you guys if I don't go through it myself. So I have to learn, okay, sorry, no, not able to do that. Sorry, no, I don't want to do that. As we grow up, we learn and we're told like no means no, but a lot of times we think no and then still say yes. Or we tell someone no and they push us a little bit more and then we give in. Being the nice girl, being the nice guy is not going to cut it. It's not necessarily being selfish, but you want to be able to have boundaries in your life. If you don't have boundaries, people will walk all over you. And then you'll look back in life and be like, dang, I wish I would not have done that. Or I wish I wouldn't have gotten into that. Or I wish I would have done something different. Don't be a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Be a no if you don't want to do it, if you don't want to go. And be a yes if you have the energy, you have the time, you have the mental and emotional capacity. Okay, don't just give in to everyone just because they ask you nicely. Not everyone's intentions are good intentions. All right, the next thing I wish I knew sooner. Actually, let me grab it. The Bible and the gym are your best friends, okay? Let me say it again for the people in the back. The Bible and the gym are your best friends, ladies and gentlemen. Everything you need to know about life is in the Bible. God is always trying to speak to us through his word and through little things in our life. Like when he was trying to get me on YouTube and I was like, no, I don't want to do it. God is trying to show me you have a gift. Use it. Don't hide it away. Use it. Share what you know. Use it. Use your voice to sing. Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it. If anyone knows the story about the talents and how one guy hid his talents, the other guy hid half his talents, the other guy surrendered all his talents and was able to multiply his talents, while the two people who hid away some of their talents, they didn't get as much in return for surrendering and utilizing their talents. What God gives you, you need to utilize. You have a gift. You have purpose. You have a special plan that God has for your life. But if you are not saying yes to God, and you are saying yes to everybody else doing every other thing, and you are not locking in with God and locking in spiritually, you're going to be stuck right back in this cycle, doing the same thing every time, every year, same results, not making progress. God wants what's best for you, but you have to want what's best for you. And the gym. You're not getting any younger, sweetheart. Your muscles are deteriorating. You are aging. Your balance is going off. Slowly, in tiny increments. But you can decide to be different. Again, I am a personal trainer, so if you want to work with me one-on-one, feel free to leave a comment below. I can get you back right. I work in a physical therapy setting. Again, God just using everything in my life for my future. I started off my, really just my athletic journey in general, my personal training journey. All of those things started in high school when I was learning about the body. My original route was to be a physical therapist. But, I just realized some things that I do like about physical therapy and some things I don't. Just me personally. Does physical therapy work? Absolutely 100%. If your body is not feeling top tier, or you're limping, or something's working like this all constantly, like, definitely go see a physical therapist. They can help you understand why you're feeling a certain way, why pain is like this, and help you fix those problems with exercise and with movement. So again, if you stay in the gym and you are working on your body, like building up your temple and building up your spirit, man, not only will you be prepared physically, but you'll be prepared spiritually. We're only in a spiritual battle every single day. If you're not fighting your flesh, you're giving into your flesh, so you're losing spiritually. Does that make sense? Get into that word, sis. Get into that word, bro. Big dog. Hey, get into it. And if you don't have a physical Bible, I know that Bible app works. Shout out to Gifted Hands. Yes. Work out or your body will break down on you. Surrender to God so you're moving in life, moving in your purpose, living in your purpose. Okay? Something else I wish I knew sooner. DIY. Do it yourself. In college, I had a side hustle where I did nails. I learned how to do my own nails. I learned how to do my own hair. I didn't do this. Shout out to Rakaya. Shout out to you, girl, because I look good. It's a little tight, but, that happens. Beauty hurts. But I learned how to do my own hair. I learned how to do my own nails. I learned how to put a dadgum bed together. I learned how to put a dadgum drawer together. Like, yes, you can spend money. If you have it, by all means, spend your money. Live how you want to live, boo-boo. But if you don't have the money, or you are learning how to save and wanting to cut expenses, you can start doing things on your own. Instead of going out to eat and buying food cooked for you, you can learn how to cook yourself. If you want to learn how to build something, you want a garden in the backyard, learn how to make your own garden. Sorry, it's my stinker butt. Sorry, that was my boyfriend. He just calls me all the time when I'm recording. I love him. He's so sweet. But we were talking about do it yourself, okay? Learn how to do your own nails. Learn how to do your hair. Learn how to cut your own hair. I know guys spend like $40 to $100 on their hair every 2 weeks. I mean, again, if you got it, you blow that money away. But if you don't, you can always learn how to do it yourself. Learn how to save that money so you can do what? Our next topic, something I wish I knew sooner. Invest. You can invest that money that you're saving from doing things yourself. You can invest that money that you're saving instead of going out buying food. You can invest that money that you're saving instead of spending it on stuff that doesn't make sense, like a pair of shoes that squeezes your toes like this and makes you lose your balance as you grow older because your toes aren't spread out in order to give you balance. Simple things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't care about your appearance, but for me personally, I'm going for comfortability instead of, tightness. I used to want stilettos till I found out stilettos are meant for narrow feet. My feet are not narrow. So, again, going back to our next topic again, is investing. Right now, I realized that I had money sitting in my account for my 401k, and it's been in there a year, and I have not invested it. It's just been sitting there. It hasn't grown, hasn't declined, thank God, but it's just been sitting there. It's been staying the same. My goal is to make my money work for me while I sleep. If I can do that by investing, not even all my money, just enough of it now, again, going back to taking risks while you still have some time. It's better to start today than never start. Start today. Don't start tomorrow. Start today. When do we start? Today. When do we start? Exactly. Today. So, start investing. If you don't know about investing, get a financial advisor. Learn how to put your money in the markets and invest in the markets, especially now while markets are low, prices are low. The market has to go back up. No matter how far down it drops, it has to go back up. Not to mention I've been trading for like a year, almost a half, and I still haven't put the money in the markets, and I know what the markets are doing. I don't know, but I can analyze it, go through my trading plan, and have a well-written strategy and idea of what the market could or could not do. But again, investing is long-term. Trading is more short-term for me, at least. I'm a scalp trader, but investing is long-term. So I'm going to invest starting probably when market opens. It's a Sunday, so probably open in a few hours here. But investing my money now so that in 10, 20 years, it's returning. It's giving me back profits from me doing absolutely nothing. If you were in the markets 20, 30 years ago, I promise you, you have a return on your money. So invest now, invest. Another thing we're going to talk about, something that I wish I knew sooner, is to learn some skills. Right now, a few skills that I want to learn is gardening and building. Again, build a bed, did it on my own. Build a dresser, built it on my own. Not only will I be able to build my own garden, but I'll be able to plant my own food, grow my own food, and things like that. If you're learning right now, a great time would be to either learn a new language or learn AI, learn tech, because we're moving into a technological era where everything's digital, everything's on your phone, everything's with the camera. Everything is just on a device. If it's not on a device, it's literally like ancient times. So, learn a new skill. Learn something new. If you haven't learned anything new in like a year, you're slowing yourself down. Learn as much as you can. If you're not learning, you're dying. Learn. I know I kind of repeat things a lot. I'm just trying to emphasize these things. So if I say something more than once, really take heed to that. Really listen, really pay attention, because that's super important. What was the last thing I said? That I said multiple times. Learn. Learn a new skill. If you're not learning, you're what? You're dying. Whew. Another thing I wish I knew sooner is to keep what you love private. I know I talk about my boyfriend all the time, but something that I've learned as I've been growing in this relationship is to keep our relationship. Yes, you guys can know that I have a boyfriend. Yes, you guys can know that I love him and, that he gives me calls and all these things. But the ins and outs of the things that I cherish, you guys will not know. Because if you involve millions of people into your private things, millions of people have a right to comment and say whatever they feel. Just like YouTubers. If you put how you feel on social media, if you get on the camera and you break down and you cry and you tell your boohoo sob story and someone comments under your video, they have every right to, because you put that private moment out into the public. Now, going back to the first thing we talked about, emotional intelligence, if you sit down and you cry and you get it out, then you get on camera and then you talk about, okay, this was the situation. This is how I felt about it. This is what I learned from it. That's a totally different topic. Now people aren't going to feel obligated to, oh, wow, why is she crying? Why did she get on camera and cry? Oh, it's okay. Or give you a pity party. It's okay. You're okay. You don't have to cry. Like, you're giving yourself more anxiety, more problems and stress by inviting people into your private space. A lot of things that I would share with my mom, I would not share with anybody I just don't know random. And I'm not saying don't, be yourself and be outgoing, but recognize what you're sharing and if you're oversharing or not oversharing. Keep what's private. Take it to God. If you want to vent and get it out, not everybody is your friend, okay? Keep it to yourself. Keep it to God. Find someone you truly trust and can actually share with, and keep it private. Keep it private. Keep it private. Exactly. Okay, one of the last things we will talk about today, the last thing I have on my list to share with you guys, something that I wish I knew sooner, is to take advantage of every day that God gives you breath. The reason why you're awake right now is because God has purpose for your life. Now, there are situations where we don't feel like we have purpose. We don't feel like we're doing enough. We don't feel like we should be here. But I promise you, someone else didn't wake up today, but you did. God has a plan for your life. And even those who have passed on, he's had a plan in their life. And they've fulfilled their plan, and he's called them home. But you, my friend, you're here right now. You're watching this video right now. God has a plan for you. God loves you. God sees you. God hears you. Get locked in with God. Walk in his purpose for your life. Walk in your purpose. The purpose that he has called you to. And don't take it for granted. Take advantage of it. Live it to the fullest. Create. Say no. Hold your boundaries. Go to the gym. Move your body. Learn something new. And this is my video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you gained value. If you learned anything, if you're going to practice any of these things and you learned something new that you wish you knew sooner, leave a comment below. I'd love to see what you guys think. I'd love to hear your thoughts and share your thoughts. Until next time.